Hello, Poke World. I am the PokéReaper, and I know I've said on my social medias that I've got a sore throat, which I do, and I'm fighting through it. I wanted to make this video as an announcement video and to explain what I'm doing. Depending on when this goes up, it would either be a day ago or maybe a couple days ago. Late at night, I started spouting my mouth off of just playing a game of Pokemon Red. I'm not just playing a game of Pokemon Red. What this is going to be is a brand new series to the channel. One that I've been working on trying to make for eons. And an idea that I've never really seen on the internet before. So hopefully this goes over well. Pardon me. It is the Pokemon Red Randomizer Stadiumlocke. Now you might be asking yourself, well, what the fuck does that mean? I'll explain it to you. First of all, we're playing Pokemon Red, obviously. But notice the word stadium is in the title. I'm also going to be playing Pokemon Stadium, and that'll come with the challenge rules and all that. Yeah, and the next component is Randomizer. Both games are randomized. There's a way to randomize both of those games. Everyone knows how to randomize Pokemon Red, but Pokemon Stadium, it's a little weirder to randomize, but you can do it. There isn't one for Pokemon Stadium 2, though, unfortunately, so it's limited to just the first one. Anyway, and finally is the lock part, a Stadiumlocke, which means it's a Nuzlocke. So, you know, traditional Nuzlocke rules. First encounter is the only one you're allowed to get on a route. If you miss it, too bad. And second, if a Pokemon faints, it's dead. And then you proceed to cry in a corner. What makes a Stadiumlocke unique, though, is basically Pokemon Stadium works it has an extra peripheral that came with it called the transfer pack, and what you can do with that is put your Pokemon Red, Blue, and maybe even Yellow games into a transfer pack, and then stick it into the back of the controller on the N64, and you can use it to play your game on your TV. And if you get the Doduo or Dodrio towers, you can speed the game up, which I'd like that, because the game would be on like 3 times speed the whole time. But there's another functionality with it, and is that you can use the Pokemon in your game to go through certain battles, and primarily the battles I'm going to be focusing on is the Gym Leader Castle. And this is where I explain the challenge rules. Basically, you're doing a whole Red Randomizer Nuzlocke, or whichever Gen 1 game you prefer, Red, Blue, or Yellow. I don't know, maybe Green if you have both games in Japan. In that case, if you want to do it with the Japanese version of Green and the Japanese Pokemon Stadium, make sure you click the Japanese version for Pokemon Stadium 2. Because Pokemon Stadium 2 is actually just our Pokemon Stadium 1. Pretty sure other people have said the weird naming convention with Pokemon Stadium, but there's that. By the way, if this glare in the background is annoying you, I'm filming this at almost 12 in the morning, so yeah. Hence why I'm also tired as fuck. Anyway, so you're going through Pokemon Gen 1, the Game Boy games, all the way through, but every single time you defeat the gym leader, you're not done with them. What you have to do is save your game in that moment, go to Pokemon Stadium, and run through that gym leader's area in the Gym Leader Castle. Now, how I've done this is really crazy and kooky and off the wall. Basically, I've got a whole bunch of randomized ROMs for the specific battles because I thought, I could just set the levels of individual trainers because if not, everybody would have level 50s, and up until you get to, like, Giovanni, you would be completely wrecked. Like, there'd be nothing you could do. But I found a counterbalance to this. There's an option in the Stadium Randomizer where you can set the range of levels, and that'd be random. So I just grabbed the least levels and the highest level. I basically chose like an average of the levels between the gym, and that includes the ace level Pokemon. But theoretically, you should already be at the ace level by the time you challenge the Gym Leader Castle. So, in reality, it's not as hard as it sounds. However, you are dealing with Pokemon Stadium's AI. So that's something. So the game starts regular. You battle all 4 trainers, and then you do the Elite Four. Then you do the Elite Four in the Gym Leader Castle, because they do have a Gym Leader Castle. And I think the Champion is also a battle in there. I don't know. I don't know how you access the rival fight, but that is one. Oh yeah, I need to make that ROM really quick. I'll do that later. But yeah. Then after that, the game's not done when you beat the champion in both the Game Boy game and Stadium. The final boss is actually Mewtwo. Yeah, Cerulean Cave is required to beat this. And yeah, in Pokemon Red, you just straight up catch it. But once you do that, you got to do the Mewtwo fight in Stadium. Now, I'm really curious to see if I can actually load in a Game Boy team and fight him with Game Boy Pokemon, because I'll have to run that test, and if it doesn't work, then shit. Then I'll just have to be like, okay, whatever, don't do Mewtwo. But if you want to, you can customize Mewtwo and make Mewtwo the final boss. So there you go. The rules are basically just Nuzlocke rules with that having to put Stadium in there. However, a couple extra rules I'm going to add myself. There's a few items in the game that actually sell for no money, which is really weird, and one of them are max revives. So even though it seems like I'm breaking Nuzlocke rules, max revives serve no other purpose in Generation 1. So if I find a max revive specifically on the ground, I can use it on somebody if I really need it. And I guess I'll say this more. You can only use it on a Pokemon once, just to make things fair. Throat's hurting because I've been talking for too long. But yeah, and third rule is Pokemon Stadium's battles are really, really finicky. And basically, you can't use your whole team in the Gym Leader Castle. You can only use 3 Pokemon at a time. So what I'll do is, if you lose 1 or 2 Pokemon in a battle but you still win, those Pokemon are still alive. You only lose those Pokemon if you flat out lose the battle. Then you gotta go through the whole thing with just 3 Pokemon, and then you lose that, game's over. So yeah, that gives me a little more of a safety net during Stadium, because as we all know, Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 are ridiculously difficult, and putting in the randomizer just makes things even more brutal. So, yeah. This series is gonna have to be pre-recorded. I said I would not do pre-recorded series anymore, but for this game and this challenge idea, I pretty much have to do it. But I'll make it like weekly premiere based, where it's like live stream format, or I'll do it with premieres. So the first episode will just be me playing all the way through the game, with layout and everything, and then I'll premiere it instead of just uploading it. and then you can basically turn it into a live stream. It's gonna be a weird Frankenstein monster of ideas, but that's basically what this challenge run is anyway. And I hope I can give this to a higher level Nuzlocke, even like I'm like right here, and even if someone's like right there, if they accept the idea, I'm cool with that. And plus, it makes a really cool way to integrate Stadium into the Nuzlocke format because there's console games like Coliseum and XD. Actually, right now I'm doing a Pokemon XG Nuzlocke series, which I still will be doing the Crystal Ran Diffuser and Pokemon XG. I'm just adding in a new series. And that's all well and good, but games like Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 and Battle Revolution, which totally you could do the same concept with Pokemon Battle Revolution. It'd be weirder, but you can make it work. I don't know if I get the game. I don't know how Dolphin would be able to load in DS saves. But if it could, then hell, I'd try it. If there was a Pokemon Battle Revolution randomizer, I'd be down to check it out. Hopefully it's not only on Mac. Because there's a Pokemon Coliseum and XD randomizer tool, but it's only on Mac. Whatever, I found a cheat code for XD that lets me do randomized Pokemon, so at a later date I'll be doing an XD randomizer Nuzlocke. But that won't be conventional at all. Anyway, most of my starters will still be the same. The sore throat's gonna go down. I'm gonna pin this thing down and fucking strip its life away. Anyway, I think that's enough elaborating. Pokemon Red Stadiumlocke is coming soon. If anybody at all wants to contribute, I kind of want to have an intro for this series. If anyone is kind enough to make an intro or a logo, that'd be really, really sweet. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. And then if we have Discord, we can just DM it over each other, and it'll be really simple. But I don't know, something just to add a little more flavor to the series because it's going to have to be recorded. I could live stream it, but the format is really, really weird, and switching games around and, doing that whole process live would just be a lot. But there you go. That's the basic gist of the series. As I upload it, you might understand it better. So, yeah. There's double the chances of death while playing Pokemon Gen 1. And keep in mind, the Gen 1 games are not fair at all. They're unfair and unbalanced. So, yeah. Although I did take some necessary precautions, like changing up type effectivenesses and whatnot, trying to fix some of the errors in Gen 1 with the randomizers. But, yeah, there's still going to be giant piles of bullshit that I'll run into. Dragon Rage! Yeah. I'm probably going to get murdered by Dragon Rage. Which, Dragon Rage and Sonic Boom Claws, I'm going to have an effect. Basically, if your Pokemon's health is less than or equal to the damage that Sonic Boom or Dragon Rage does, your Pokemon's not dead. So yeah. Hope I don't run into Dratinis, Dragonairs, or Dragonites. Or Gyarados. They didn't have heck moves back then, so Charmander and shit can't get that. Anyway, that is almost a 15-minute video of me rambling about rules and shit. But yeah, hopefully you can understand it. And I'm excited to get these videos started. Let's have fun with this. Yeah, anyway, I've been the PokéReaper, and I'll see you all on the other side. Bye-bye now!